Alright, so next we'll have Usman Shabir, also known as Highlight. He's a second-year student that attends York University, and his student life inspires his work. He's currently working on a mixtape called Stresses of a Student. Please give a big round of applause to Usman Shabir, aka Highlight.
Assalamualaikum, hello. What's up? Namaste, aloha. Yeah, so my name is Usman Shabar. That's actually a typo, B-A-R. But it's okay, it's all right. UFC. So I have two pieces for you tonight. First is called Hypocrisy, that just talks about the world we live in. And then the second one is kind of lighthearted. It's called Stresses of a Student. So this is Hypocrisy. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We live in a world full of regression and hypocrisy. We live in a world where suppression is called democracy. We try for progression but get lessons on debauchery. We need to stand and fight and be strong like the boxers be, so in the social struggle, man, I guess we're Mayweather. Can't knock on our hustle, but we need to play better. Politicking for control, yo, we on the same bender. Old, rich, white power, but we're the main contender. A world where we ignore the suffering and poor. They carry so much weight, and then we say to hold more. We leave their souls sore out in a cold war. Man, I wish this talk was nothing more than some folklore. When women walk down streets without hearing hollers and roars, but what those fellas really have a problem with is themselves at their cores. Out of all the news stories, they never mention these. So I find myself asking you for your attention, please. Your attention, please. We supported a leader who promised hope and change, but he turned out to be another soul deranged, more of the same. The dude can't win a friggin' poker game. It makes you think if he did it for the votes or fame. Boats and planes, saying his name across the side. Familiar tactics, but no need to apologize. Political powers only seek to ostracize, divide us as a people, and ideologize our minds. So they can find and then falsify any bad press so they can hide and disguise, and that all of these citizens will bind over lies. They want our own minds to be blinds over eyes. No, out of all the news stories, they never mention these, so I find myself asking you for your attention, please. Where people call themselves Muslims, but enforce it, compulsion. What happened to no compulsion in religion? Abduction of the faith, of your mind, of your ethics, of your spine. Real men don't talk with guns, real men talk with tongues. Real men don't talk with guns, real men talk with tongues. Where an Islamic army kills as many people as they can before Ramadan. Why? So they can worship in peace and seek mercy for their wrongs? This isn't just in Syria, it's an Islamic world phenomenon. It's just so wrong. Where has all of our iman gone? Hypocrisy is the enemy. We need to fight like we're one. We need to fight like we've won. We need to fight as a sum. We need to refrain from being as quiet as nuns. The Muslim voice should not be the shyest of tongues. And when I say fight, I don't mean violence and guns, because as soon as we resort to that, the bias becomes that the Muslim people contain the slyest of shuns. I want to be in Allah's shade during the brightest of suns, don't you? So raise the brightest of sons and the sweetest of daughters. Be the most caring mothers and the keenest of fathers. Treat ignorance from within as an enemy. Treat ignorance from outside with serenity. Make yourself aware of just who you are. Make yourself aware of what tears us apart. Link arm in arm, link mind with mind, because inshallah in time, this faith and the people will shine. You can't fight for what's right by pulling out a knife. We need to be obscene, but also be polite. We need to learn to speak, and we need to learn to write. Getting out our dreams and shining our own light. Our silence should be seen as an oversized crime. We need to get down on our overtime grind. They be drunk off power, we live sober lifetimes. I'm just waiting for the day where the voters might shine. I know these are just words from a young student, but recognize in time these eyes become prudent. We all lie sometimes, but for them it comes fluent. It's our future. We need to be the ones choosing. Thanks. All right, so the second one is called Stresses of a Student. It's kind of lighthearted. It's all about like student life, so it doesn't really have to do with a whole lot, but I'm sure all of you can relate, assuming that you're all students. So it starts off like this. Class, study, sleep, life is kind of gray. Very little humor, no Tina Fey. More like misery as I write away. I'm trying to finish this 20-page essay. It's so time-consuming working on it night and day, and on top of this, I need to find time to go pray. Oh yay, I get to go home and say, hey mom and dad, school is just great. Tuition, hooray, I get to pay. Now I don't count my debt, instead it's weighed. Why couldn't I be born with hops like Dwayne Wade? I wouldn't have the stress, no more worries. But enough of this laying on my bed daydreaming. I guess God put me on this earth for a reason. For rhymes or for school, man, I still don't know, but I guess for right now, I'm gonna go with my flow, so don't blame me if you see me understudy, cause you know I'm hip-hop's new understudy. I take what I do very seriously. It ain't a joke to me, man, it ain't nothing funny. Life of a student, yeah, it's kind of crummy, and I know I can come off sounding sort of like a dummy, but I'm a genius. If you're my flow in your tummy, you don't have to tell me. I know you think it's yummy. The second verse is, now who says I couldn't rhyme about exams? I impress myself when I could study and write jams. Even though when it comes down to it, you know I might cram. My producer and my pop saying, better get it right, man. Oh, damn. Enough pressure from my fam. Now they want me to get this mixtape out right now, although while my mom's is yelling at me to pipe down because I'm rapping late at night, telling me to turn my lights out. So what else can I do except for rap in my head? Well, I guess I could study, but I'd rather go to bed. And with that said, I gotta visit my tool shed to find a saw or something, take care of my bruised head. The stress is getting to me. What do I do when my mind is so full of pollution? You got a solution? I need help with my institution of academia and with my rhyming distribution. I want to see my dreams coming to fruition, subtract my stresses and provide an addition of goals achieved and dreams realized, the rewards of having your eyes on the prize. Soon, hopefully, my confidence will rise to the point where there'll be no limit to my size. But for now, I'll stay insane, staring at my stress vein. After all, I got a GPA to maintain. Thanks. Yeah!
Hey, so you were really good. I like that.
Thanks a lot.
You have like a fan page on Facebook?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So do you already have did you have like the second one on your computer or something already?
Sorry?
You already have like the second one like on a chat already?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because like